Hello everybody, my name's Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 27 and we're kicking things off in the end, as you can see. So, let me get the camera straight. Behind me I have a wither boss ready to go, and I've tested this a few times in a creative world. His head should get stuck in the bedrock here, and it should be an easy kill for me, but if he does escape by any chance, I'm out of here. I'm not even going to play around. I'm out of here. I don't really want to be dealing with that this episode. So let's place this on top and take a few steps back and just hope that he does get stuck. And as I said, if not, I'm out of here. So we'll see soon. Here we go. Oh, please. Yes, he's stuck. So we can go down here and just swipe at him until he dies. Nice and easy. Yeah, so as I said in the previous episode, let me just turn the sound down slightly. Yeah, as I said in the previous episode, I admitted that I was going to cheese this fight if I got the chance to, and I'm taking that chance with both of my hands because I really, as I said, can't be bothered to be taking this guy underground, making a mess and what have you, so there we go. Killed our first wither, cheesed it horribly, but we have our very first nether star. So we all know what this means. I can now create a beacon which will improve the digging rates inside of our base, which is now, as you know, the cave. And I'm going to head back over there now, guys, and we're going to start work on the slime farm again. So I'll catch you in a second. Alright you guys, so we're back, and as you can see, I have my beacon set up now, so let's take a quick look at it. Whoa, this is kind of trippy. Okay, so as you can see, it's an absolute mismatch of blocks. I barely scraped together enough materials to get a three tool beacon, so at the moment we're only rocking with haste 1, unfortunately, not haste 2, so we can't insta-mine stone yet, but I'm hoping that when I begin to mine out this part of the slime farm, I can get more iron, which will allow me to create more of the blocks for our beacon base. And we could also get some diamonds down here too, since we're at that kind of level. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to start digging, grab any resources I can that I find, just tear out a lot of this stone, ready for the slime farm to be implemented. And once I've made some progress or I have something else to show you, then I'll be sure to start the camera rolling again and we can take a look together. So catch you after this cut, guys. See you in a second. Alright you guys, so I've been grinding out a ton of mining, trying to get together the materials to finish up our beacon so that we can get it to haste 2. Because I've realised that at haste 1 it's not very effective, honestly. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, so I wanted to get it to haste 2 before I start digging out that huge area. And as you notice behind me, there's a bit of mossy cobblestone, so we found another dungeon. I'm praying that this is a skeleton spawner, but I don't know if our luck's in, man, but let's check it out. Oh, spiders, you gotta be kidding me. This is probably the worst one. Right, let's just kill these guys off, get in there and see if there's any decent loot. We might be able to scavenge the cave, if there is one, for a bit of iron. Oh, where do you come from? Okay, it doesn't really look like it's connected to anything too interesting here. Nope, not at all. So it's kind of a standalone dungeon, something you don't often find. But I only saw this on the off chance. I was checking this lava pool, and I looked in and I saw some of the cobblestone sticking out. That was the only reason why. Is there anything I really want from here? I'll maybe take the horse armor, but I don't know. Everything else is a bit of a waste of time, honestly. Even that single piece of iron there is a waste of time. So I'm just going to destroy this spawner. Get rid of it. Not really too fussed about having a spider spawner in our world. I've got those 2 spider spawners in the what am I trying to say here? In the abandoned mine shaft, so I will just use those in case I would require a spider spawner for some reason. But yeah, that was it really, guys. I just wanted to bring you back in just in case we got lucky there with the skeleton spawner, but as you can see, we didn't. Maybe I'll take the music discs because they're kind of rare, but aside from that, the rest of it can probably stay where it is. I'm not really too fussed. So, let me get done here mining. I've been out for probably about an hour now. It's going on a while, but I'll get done with this, then I'll come join you guys again and we'll see what's up next for the episode. Alright guys, so I'm done with my mining adventure down in the mine. As I said, I spent around an hour and a half down there just getting as many materials as I could that would help us with the beacon. I'm back up in the base now though, as you can see, and I figured since I'm waiting for some iron to smelt, some gold to smelt, that sort of stuff, and the beacon isn't too effective with only haste 1, I thought we could jump back into some design work in our kelp farm. So I want to get something similar to the design out here going in here. And as you can see, I threw down some spruce already, so we're going to go with a spruce trim for the furnaces. Let's just chuck another one of those in there like that. Okay, and we can place probably another one up there to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. And let me just check, did that go into the hopper? Because if it did, I need to grab it. No, it looks like we're safe. Okay, good. Right, so now that we've put our spruce trim down, we can take this wall back one step and just fill it in with some of the grey pallet bricks that we've got here. So let me do that quickly with you guys. Just got to tear this out. I'll probably throw a torch down here actually because it's getting a little bit dark. So let's get one of those down. Right, so in my inventory I've got all the materials required: andesite, cobble, gravel, polished andesite. That's a lie actually. We still need some cracked stone brick, but I did prepare some. Don't you worry guys, I have got my stuff together. So now I can start to throw down some of these blocks as we usually would, just in a random as possible pattern like so. Let's throw some gravel in there as well. Get one of those. And like that, that looks good to me. So we can do a similar type thing on this side of the build. Oh, actually, we could be pushed here to do it on this side of the build. We might have to make this wall be in line with the wooden posts because we have the redstone right behind it. So it's no issue really. We can work around that nice and easily. So I've got the gravel in, got the cobble. Let's do a polished there. Get a few of those in. We can do another polished there. So that looks fine by me as well. We have stone slabs, which is perfect because we need a few of those to sit in this gap here. So let's throw those down. There we go. We can also place those right here. Still unsure what I'm going to put in this area. Possibly some glass if I can clean up this section a little bit. But until I've decided, we'll leave it open like this. Or we could even just have a row of glass where the furnaces are so that we can see them cooking. That might be a better idea. Right, we're actually clean out of slabs. So I'm going to place some cobblestone in to smelt up whilst we're working here. And we can go and do a similar type job on the other side. So let's just get that done. We can tear out this wall. And I just wanted to mention again, guys, I'm still struggling with the enchanting room. That's why we haven't revisited it yet. We possibly will look at it again either in this video or the next, but I'm struggling to think of ideas of how to design it. I do want the cave area of our base to have a more natural feel, so we can use a lot of leaves, grass, stuff like that. Hopefully, to get that sort of theme going in there. So what I'll probably do is either if I look at this episode, the enchanting room, then I'll go on to Google quickly and take a look at some natural designs that people have came up with online. If not, then obviously it's something I'll have to work on between episodes again. And as I say, I'll probably try and take some inspiration off of Google Images or some place like that, maybe Reddit, because at the moment I'm seriously struggling to come up with ideas. As I said, I do have obviously I have in mind the piston contraption that I want to get going in there. So what that's going to do is when we walk into the room, we're going to step on some pressure plates and they're going to activate some sticky pistons which will push the bookshelves up one block so that then they can be used towards enchanting rather than them having no effect on the enchanting table. So that's something I definitely want to get going, but I don't know if I want to put the redstone in for that until we actually have a design laid down. Might be a better idea just to leave it until we have our design laid down. So I should get to work on that sooner or later, and hopefully my stubborn brain will give in and I can think of something to think of a design to go in there, something that works well with the natural shape of the cave and doesn't take up a lot of space. And then from that point on, the inspiration from that room can then hopefully lead on to more ideas for the rest of the rooms that we're going to put into that part of the base. But I am quite excited for that cave because, as I mentioned, I do like digging into caves and building my bases in there when possible. it just, if you follow the cave's natural pattern, you can actually come up with some really nice stuff, and it stops rooms from being so bland. I actually had a comment on one of my last videos. I think it was from a YouTube account called Isaac. He gave me a hint when building that I should change the elevations in my room slightly so they're not all uniform and not all the rooms are looking like flat block squares. And I think that's actually a nice idea, because I did mention to him in my reply comment that I tried to change up the depth of my walls. As you can see here, we have one block stuck out in front of the rest of the design, and I just think that when you do things like that, it can really add to the build and add detail, add depth. It all combines together to make what can be a really nice room. So I will take his advice on board, and hopefully in some of our next builds we can think about changing the depths or the elevation of the ceiling in certain places. But what I was going to say is that when we're working in a cave, since the ceilings we might just leave natural, as in how the cave has formed during land generation, it might work in our favor that sort of thing is already done for us, because, you know, caves are never uniform. So that's something that we can think about. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to probably pop off camera for a second here and finish up things in this room, or get them as clean as I can, and then we can jump back in and finish things up for this video. Hello you guys, I'm back. So I've done some work now in the kelp smelting area, and you can see it's looking neat and tidy like always. We've put in this line of glass here so that we can see the furnaces burning in the back. Went with the same design on the walls as I said, put a bit of spruce in here to spruce the place up. Here's our chest. You can still access it because chests open through glass. For some reason they do, and that's cool. So all we're missing now is probably a chest right here that allows us to deposit the fuel back into the system. And we've got this issue here. So I didn't think ahead, and now these what do you call them? These hoppers actually show through the ceiling, and I don't know if I like that, you guys. So I've got a few options here. My first option is to just block them off, maybe with some slabs like so. We could even go all the way across, but that looks horrendous in my opinion, so let's take that down. Second option is probably the same thing with stone brick slabs, but I can already tell you that's going to look terrible. So third option is probably to just bust them out and replace them. So I bought some hoppers here, bought some cobble. Let's get this done. It's not a nice job to have to do, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I want to try and reduce the amount of items that make their way into the system here. That's my biggest concern. Did that go in? Oh, I think it went in. This is what my main issue was with doing this. It's not too much of a big deal actually, because that'll eventually get smelted and put into the chest, so I'll probably just leave it. Then I can grab it at a later date. So we'll put that guy there. He should filter into this one, if I'm thinking correctly. Then we can take that guy out, put some hoppers running across like this, and that should solve our issue on that side. Now we can place our stone bricks nice and easy. Boom, boom, boom. Very nice. And now we can do the same on this side. So let's pop out these hoppers quickly. Those three guys need to come out. Luckily we haven't got any stone above this one, so we don't need to worry too much about that being a concern again. Then we can take that guy out. Oh, he actually had some kelp running through it. So let's put that back into the system like this, and then one more into the back of there. And we should be up and running again on that side as well. So we can fix that hole. Okay, so that probably caps off the room as far as I can tell at the moment. I don't know if there's anything else I want to put in here. As I said, we need to find a way to get our fuel into the system. We could probably use the maintenance tunnels that we built on either side to store the redstone if needs be. I'm not sure what method I'm going to use. Maybe use some droppers, but I haven't actually thought about a dropper elevator and how that would work in terms of redstone. So I'm probably going to have to go online and look for a tutorial. So that's not something we can quickly do on camera now, unfortunately. But maybe we can squeeze that in before I end the episode. Yeah, you know what? We'll squeeze it in. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so to round things off here, I'm going to take you through one of the dropper towers in our system here. I've had a quick look on the internet and found a redstone circuit that should work nice and easily. So I've dug out a little bit of space behind the wall here. And first things first, we're going to drop a repeater in here. And this is basically just a simple Minecraft clock. As you can see, it will just tick on and off constantly. Then we want to place a torch right here, I believe. Torch, block there, torch here. And this should allow us then to create a tower which continually fires items. So let's place a couple of droppers here and see if it works. There you go. You can see they're going to continually get fired up the tower. So our chest for the fuel is right here. So we need to somehow route that towards the chest, which shouldn't be too difficult. So let's create that same pillar again. How high do we need to go actually? We're going to need to take it to about... here. I'm trying to think if I should probably do this a different way actually. Let's tear this clock down. Tear that down. We should probably build the clock. Right. Let's dig this way one more. We're into our maintenance shaft now, which isn't a big deal because I said earlier that if we had to go inside of it, it doesn't matter too much. Let's replace that torch. Let's build the clock right here. So, repeater, redstone dust there, and there we go. There's the clock again. Wait, no, I've messed up again actually. Apologies. Let's move it a couple blocks this way. Because we want our chest there, our hopper there. So then the hopper's gonna filter the items right here, if I'm correct. So we are gonna have to go like... Oops, no, wrong way around. We want the torch there. And we want the redstone there. Okay, that gives us our clock again. Then we want to place a torch on top, right? Here, if we do that, does it? No, it doesn't work. Okay, so we need it to look like this. But no, this is perfect. So then we have our block on top of the redstone torch there, like this. That guy up there. And then we can have our droppers going up like this. Then I guess they'll fire into a chest at the top. Or a hopper. Can they fire into hoppers? I hope they can. That should make things nice and easy. If they can fire into hoppers like this. So we want a hopper on top of the chest. And then we want some hoppers that run into that guy like that. So if we put blocks in there, are they going to make their way into this chest? They are, but they're going into the system. Whoops. Okay, I made a mistake there. We're going to have to clear that out quickly. But as you can see, that is a very basic setup right there. So let's just quickly grab my cobblestone back. Where did it go? Okay, for some reason we missed a hopper there. So that should be it. It's 25. Right, so now that we know this is working, we can attach a chest at the back here. Let's quickly craft one of those. 1, 2, we're going to need. Get ourselves some planks. Build the chest. Chest is going to go there. Hopper is going to go there. So anything we place in this chest now should filter into the tower. So let's test that out. Let's just make ourselves a stack of dried kelp blocks, which would be the fuel source that will go back into the system. There we go. So let's place those in there. Hold up. We need to do a test, don't we? So before I place them in, let's just check how many is in here. So 0 we've got in there at the moment, as you can see. Pop some dried kelp blocks. And if everything's working, we should get some kelp delivered to this guy. There you go. So, seems as though we managed to get that working, guys. I do have a bit of tidying up to do here, though. I'm going to have to place a few blocks just to make the chest look neat. But I do have an idea of what we could possibly do. We could probably just go with stone slabs, right? Let's just pop a few in there like that. That'll probably be fine. And then let's replace this guy here with the stone slabs also, just to keep things uniform. And then we just want to pop back in a polished andesite to finish up the design. And there you go. There's the chest to redeposit our fuel once we have some. So I'm gonna have to complete the same design on this side of the room, but I'll do that off camera once I leave you guys right here. But that's gonna be the end of the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all you guys who are coming to the channel, subscribing, commenting, liking my videos. I'm really enjoying the interactions that we're having at the moment and the suggestions I'm getting from you guys, so please keep that up. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new here, if you want to stay updated with the series. You can also hit the bell notification icon if that's something you might want. It will just notify you when my videos go live. Apart from that, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.